Did you know that 92% of all working people will never be able to retire comfortably? Now, chances are you're in that 92%. But if you want to be sure you'll make it to the 8% who can retire without stress, be sure you stay tuned until the end of this video for one little secret that will virtually guarantee you can retire with confidence. And if you want to learn how to live comfortably as you can using the money you already make, then subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you'll be notified when we publish new videos. Hi, I'm Tony Manganello, and over nearly 3 decades, my business partner John Commuta and I have taught over 3 million people how to end up with more money. And a few years ago, we discovered a secret that can help you wind up in, one of two places. Reach the end of your working life, broke, vulnerable, totally stressed out, and handing out samples at Costco, or reach retirement age with total confidence, feeling secure and able to relax and enjoy life. The biggest mistake the 92% make who will never be able to retire comfortably is a mistake I bet you're making too. And just so you know, not being able to retire comfortably means you will never be able to quit working. That mistake is this. You look at each dollar and think it can only be used to either pay your bills or save for the future. And this is why 92 out of 100 people, every 100 people you see, wind up handing out food samples at Costco in their 60s or 70s instead of golfing and traveling and enjoying life like they should. You look at each dollar you have and it's like Sophie's choice. You make the mistake of believing if you use the money to pay bills, you're sacrificing your tomorrow life. Or if you use that money to save for your future, you're sacrificing your today life. And you've been led to believe that you can't have it both ways. Now, if you've been led to believe you can't have it both ways, just tell me, yep, that's me in the comments. I know, you're thinking, well, there is no other way, right? Now, the reason why you can't think of any other way to use your money is because of one simple thing. It's the type of account you're using. Let's see if this sounds familiar. You get up, you go to work. You get paid and your income is deposited into an account like a checking account at your bank. This is because you're using your income to pay your bills. I mean, what else would you be doing, right? The problem with this type of account, though, is that it only has one purpose. That purpose is a place where you can store your income for bill payment. Cash flows in when you get paid, and cash flows out when bills are due. The cash that's flowing out is funding your today life. And after your today life is funded, you hope there's enough left over for your tomorrow life. And the reason 92% of you won't be able to retire comfortably is because after you pay for your today life, there isn't much left over for your tomorrow life. But what if you had an account that cash could flow into and could be used to pay some of your bills, while that same cash was earning interest and dividends for your future? What if you could use this account to, say, pay off all of your debt, while that same debt-eliminating cash was building wealth for your retirement simultaneously? Oh, and while you're building for your retirement, it was also available for you to use for any purpose you want, like, pay for junior's college or take a vacation. And while this cash is piling up for your future and you're using it to pay off debt, it's piling up tax-free. And when you use it tax-free. Let's first take a look at an example using the sample family from my book, The Debt-Free Millionaire. This family had over $230,000 in debt, including their mortgage, a couple car payments, and a handful of credit cards. Using this kind of special account, they're able to pay off all of their debt in just 9 years and 9 months, save over $160,000 in interest, and have nearly $50,000 in that account when they're debt-free. Then, after they pay off their debt and they put hundreds of dollars back into their pocket every month, they start another one of these special accounts to keep piling up cash for their future. By the time they hit retirement age, they have over $1 million in their 2 accounts for retirement. Here's how this works. Every year, you're generating net bring-home income, and you use that income to pay your bills. So cash flows into your checking account when you get paid, and then cash flows back out of your checking account when you pay your bills. You redirect some of your cash into one of these accounts while you're paying your bills like you always do. As the months go by, your special account is growing and growing until it eventually has enough cash in it to pay off one of your debts. Now, here's the key. This special account is like a personal line of credit. So instead of draining the account to pay off that debt, you borrow from yourself to pay off that debt, and then you redirect the payment from the debt you just paid off that was going to the creditor, and you use it to pay yourself back. And while you're doing this, that original amount continues earning interest and dividends for your future. It's that simple. Over time, your first special account has paid off all of your debts. For the sample family in my book, they pay off almost $250,000 in debt in less than 10 years. That means the thousands of dollars a month they were wasting on debt is now available for them, and it isn't lining the pockets of their creditors. So they take that extra cash and they start a second special account. And they use those funds to continue to pay for the life that they want today while that account is building for their future, for their tomorrow life at the same time. And when they reach that tomorrow life, they've got a stockpile of cash to live off of. And this was all made possible with the very same cash flow they were using before they started that first special account. These special accounts, well, they're called private family banks. And if you don't have one, you're wasting time and money right now. Just think about how much cash has already flowed through that checking account of yours that you're using to pay bills. Each year, tens of thousands of dollars are flowing through it from your hard-earned income to everybody you owe money to. And unless you begin to change how and where your cash is flowing using a private family bank, it will continue to flow out to everyone else but you. To discover how to start redirecting your cash flow, just click the link below. When you do, you'll discover the best resource we have available to walk you through your very own cash flow redirecting process. If the information in this video helped you, then click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Helping you end up with more money is what we're all about. While you're subscribing, let me know in the comments what your biggest financial challenge is, and I'll respond with helpful info as soon as possible. Let me leave you with just two quick thoughts. First, how much cash has been flowing through that checking account of yours over the past few years? I bet it's tens of thousands of dollars. And I also bet you wish you were able to get your hands on some of that small fortune right now. The second thought is this. Unless you click the link below, you'll continue to let thousands of dollars flow through your checking account, leaving you next to nothing behind for you and your future. You deserve better than that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.